the first person to have a revolutionary surgery on both of his knees. Geyer has had internal knee braces fitted in the hope he can return to the sport he loves quicker than expected. His injuries were a year apart, and he's now doing well in rehab and on the mend. So is he ready to pull on a pair of skis again? Well, that's what I asked him earlier.
I'm a little way off doing that, although I am hoping to put skis back on at the end of March. That's kind of as soon as you can possibly do it. Obviously, the skiing's very aggressive on the knees and on the joints, but with all the conditioning and rehabilitation, we can make everything very robust and offload the joint and get back to action as soon as possible, really.
Your ambition was always the Olympics in 2018. We're a year away. Is that completely off the table now?
It's going to be difficult. It's always difficult. If you were looking at preparation, you know, an Olympic cycle, what's the best I can do in these 4 years to build up for this? Doing both knees in the middle, back-to-back seasons is an awful preparation. But I came back successfully from my first injury. I qualified for the World Championships. So I know what it takes, but at the same time, the time window is going to be really difficult.
You were featured in the Times last week.
Oh.
A photo shoot. What was that like?
That was amazing. A really bizarre experience and very much out of my comfort zone. But the team there at the Times were incredible, very professional, and it took some guts to do it actually. But Mark Aspland, the photographer there, did a great job and was really happy with what we achieved in the end. It actually behind the scenes. So I spent nearly 2 hours that day in ski boots, completely naked, for that. And in fact, there's a guy who's cut out of the shot at the end who's holding me up to get in that position. What he visioned was an action shot. So to try and recreate that was going to be quite a challenge, but we got there and it was fun.
What's next for you, Jay?
Really, I'm continuing to focus on my rehabilitation. I go back up to Scotland to see Professor Gordon Mackay, who was the surgeon that did the operation on my knee. He's pioneered a new method, an amazing method, which really accelerates the healing. So I go back up, get another MRI, and then I go back to London for my rehabilitation at Bisham Abbey and continue the hard work.
Well, good luck, and hopefully you'll get where you want to be. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's hope he does. Finally, for me, basketball, and if you're a Plymouth Raiders fan, you might like to know that their game